and all its force.
Welcome to the CareTech troubleshooting guide for the Arjo Encore stand aid. Today we're going to cover just a few simple checks that you can make before you need to call for an engineer. If you are having problems with your Arjo Encore stand aid not operating, one of the first things that we will ask you to check is just to make sure that the hoist is switched on. This is often, this red button sometimes does get knocked, and this is what can cause a problem. Another thing that we would like you to check if you're having problems operating your Encore is to try both of the control methods, just in case perhaps the handsets failed or the membranes failed, to see if you can operate it from either one or the other. If you are still having problems after this, the next place to look would be the battery. These very often don't have enough power in them to operate this hoist. There is an indicator, a battery indicator on the hoist. We can just show you this, which is here. This will sometimes tell you that the battery is fine, but you still might find that it hasn't got enough power to run the hoists. Another problem we sometimes have with these stand aids is that they're reported to be stopping and starting, or they're cutting in and cutting out. That can sometimes be caused by the battery terminals. I'll just remove this battery, then I can show you what the problem can be. The terminals on the hoist are made up of two parts, and they're split down the middle. If these contacts become squashed tightly together, then they don't make a true contact with the battery. So we just have to split them apart and make them a little bit wider. So it might pay you just to have a little look in there and just make sure everything's okay. We're happy to come and do this if you need us to do this, but it's just a good place to look if it's cutting in and out. If the hoist fails on you, or the stand aid fails on you during mid-use, your emergency lower mechanism for this particular stand aid is this triangular shaped knob here on the side of the Encore, and if you just release that, then the stand aid will lower. And that concludes CareTech's troubleshooting guide for the Arjo Encore.